Welcome back to the channel. My name's Adam Smith, and today I'm very excited to be diving into the top 20 solo games from 2024 by the Rolling Solo board game community. This list is comprised thanks to the solo community voting on a recent survey that I put out there about 3 to 4 weeks ago. All the results have come in, and I've taken a look across this top 20 list I'm about to go through with you all, and I can say I'm very impressed by what I see here and very much in alignment with the games that are on this list. Now, it is worth mentioning that throughout 2024, there were a lot of solo games released, as you can see from the survey which I put out. So not all the games are going to end up on this list. That doesn't mean that some games not on this list weren't great games. These are just the ones the solo community gravitated towards, and these are the ones that you should likely be looking into if you haven't already. Hopefully you'll find something on the list interesting. It's also worth mentioning I'll be having a surprise guest showing up about halfway through this video. It'll be time-stamped in the video description to do a separate list video. Somebody you guys probably haven't seen in a little bit, so I'm excited for that. The final thing I want to mention before we get into the top 20 list is the fact that if you haven't joined our Discord to this point, you definitely will want to, as alignment in the videos that I release along with what the community is saying behind the scenes is very cool to see. I'll have a link to that, and it's actually sitting right on my YouTube page. You can see in the bottom right of this video. There's a link right on the home page. If you click on that, that's an invite to get to the Discord, and from there, I will add you in, and then you'll be able to see all the channels and be able to interact with whichever ones you're interested in, whether it's just talking about solo games in general, talking about the crowdfunding games that are currently ongoing or previously going, retail release games, or things that are completely unrelated to board gaming. We have a channel for you in some capacity inside that Discord, and it's growing every single day. We'd love to have you there. And if you don't want to be on Discord, we also have a Facebook group as well that you can jump in on to share photos of the games that you're playing and discuss with other solo gamers. Helps you to connect. Even when you're playing solo, you can still find that community in these two locations. So without further ado, I am very excited to dive into the top 20 solo games from 2024 by the Rolling Solo board game community, and a big thank you to everybody that provided votes for this list. At number 20, we have Kinfire Delve Callus Lab, designed by Kevin Wilson and published by Incredible Dream Studios. It's a tactical cooperative card game tailored to 1 to 2 players, so perfect for solo play. In this game, you're going to assume the role of a seeker delving into the lab, a treacherous well filled with challenges you'll have to overcome. Your objective is to navigate through a series of obstacles, including combat encounters, puzzles, and traps, all represented by color-coded challenge cards. To overcome the challenges, you're going to have to play skill cards from your hand that match the challenge's color, sometimes with the aid of dice, and those rolls will help to boost your progress. As you advance through the game, you'll face penalties for incomplete challenges and must manage your resources carefully to avoid exhaustion. The ultimate goal is to reach the bottom of the well and confront Callus, the master of the well, in an epic final battle. The game emphasizes strategic planning and resource management, offering a rich solo experience with high replayability. In the 19th position is Astronight's Eternity, published by Indie Boards and Cards, a cooperative deck building game. In this game, you take on the role of a Astronite tasked with defending your homeworld from relentless adversaries coming at you. The gameplay involves managing your deck to acquire powerful tech upgrades and strategically deploying your unique abilities to stop enemy attacks. Each turn presents critical decisions, from purchasing new cards to timing your attacks, but all the while you're contending with the escalating threats posed by the game's AI-controlled foes. The solo experience is challenging and rewarding, requiring careful planning and adaptability throughout to emerge victorious, and the game offers a rich and engaging solo adventure, making it a standout choice for single-player board gaming fans. In the 18th position, we have Maladam Dungeons of Enveron, developed by Battle Systems. It's a fantasy dungeon crawler that adapts seamlessly to solo play. In the game, you navigate intricate 3D dungeons, facing various challenges and adversaries. The game emphasizes strategic decision-making, allowing you to choose when to delve deeper for greater rewards or extract early to preserve your gains. The solo experience is immersive and flexible, and the game's mechanics scale to accommodate the single-player sessions effectively. The detailed miniatures and terrain enhance the tactical experience, making each session visually engaging, and the game's unique approach to dungeon crawling, inspired by the extraction shooter mechanics, offers a fresh and engaging experience for solo players seeking depth and replayability. Number 17 on the list is Harmonies, a tile placement game that offers a serene solo experience. In the game, you craft a 3D landscape by strategically placing various features to create harmonious habitats. The objective is to attract animals by meeting their specific habitat requirements, which involves thoughtful planning and arrangement. The solo mode includes nature spirits, adding an additional layer of challenge as you aim to optimize your landscape to accommodate as many animals as possible. The game's emphasis on creativity and strategy combined with its tranquil theme makes it a delightful choice for solo players seeking a meditative yet engaging experience. Coming in at number 16 on the list is S.T.A.L.K.E.R Horde Monolith. It's a lane-based card battler, and in this game you defend your castle against relentless waves of monsters by strategically deploying heroes and troops across multiple lanes. The solo experience emphasizes tactical decision-making, requiring you to balance offense and defense, while managing your deck to counter the escalating threats that are coming at you. The game is inspired by tower defense video games, of course, offering a quick setup and playtime, making it ideal for solo sessions. This is a big-time plus for this game. With various Horde and Alliance decks, each featuring unique playstyles and challenges, S.T.A.L.K.E.R Horde Monolith provides a dynamic and engaging solo gameplay experience. We've now reached top 15 territory, and 15 belongs to Marvel United Multiverse, published by Come Games. It's a cooperative game that adapts seamlessly to solo play. In this game, you assume the role of iconic Marvel heroes from across the multiverse, working to thwart a villain's master plan. The gameplay involves playing hero cards to perform actions such as moving and attacking and rescuing civilians, with each card building upon the previous one to create a dynamic storyline. The Multiverse Edition introduces new equipment cards and a Commander solo mode, enhancing the solo experience by allowing you to control multiple heroes with unique abilities. The game's modular setup and variety of villains offer high replayability, with each session presenting new challenges and requiring strategic planning to achieve victory. Marvel United Multiverse provides an engaging solo adventure combining accessible mechanics and thematic depth. Number 14 on the list is Tidal Blades 2 Rise of the Unfolders. This comes from Druid City Games. It's a cooperative adventure game that offers a rich solo experience, and in the game you become a Tidal Blade, navigating the vibrant world of Navarre to confront the Unfolders. The game features 18 unique scenarios, each with distinct maps, providing over 40 hours of gameplay. The core mechanic of the game revolves around the Nexus Grid, where you strategically place action cards to execute powerful combats, balancing your movement, attacks, resource management. As you progress through the game, your character evolves by acquiring new cards, enhancing traits like spirit, focus, resilience, and synergy, and unlocking specialized skills. Now, the solo mode is thoughtfully designed, allowing you to control multiple heroes, each with unique abilities to tackle complex challenges. The game's dynamic environments and evolving narrative ensure that each session is engaging and replayable. Coming in at number 13 on the list is Leviathan Wilds, published by Mooncrab Games. It's a cooperative boss battling board game that offers a compelling solo experience. In this game, you become a climber tasked with scaling massive frenzied leviathans to remove binding crystals and restore their sanity. Each leviathan is depicted across a 2-page spread in a spiral-bound book, providing unique tactical maps and challenges to go through. The gameplay emphasizes strategic movement as you navigate the leviathan's body by climbing, jumping, and gliding, all while managing your grip, represented by a slim deck of multi-use cards. Depleting your deck causes you to lose grip and fall, adding tension to your ascent. The Leviathans have their own behavior decks, telegraphing attacks that you must anticipate and evade, with 17 unique Leviathans, each offering distinct challenges and a variety of character and class combinations. This game provides a rich and replayable solo gaming experience. Coming in at number 12 is Fateforge Chronicles of Khan, published by Mighty Boards. It's a cooperative action-adventure game that offers a rich solo experience. In this game, you assume the role of a hero venturing into a city, navigating a branching narrative filled with intrigue and meaningful choices. The app-driven story adapts to your decisions, ensuring a unique experience with each playthrough that you have. Combat is fast-paced and tactical, utilizing a dice-based action system that allows for dynamic combinations of movement and attacks. The game is designed to respect your time, with sessions playable in under an hour, which is awesome, making it ideal for solo players seeking an engaging yet time-effective or efficient adventure. With over 35 hours of content in the game and a story that reacts to your successes and failures, this game provides a deeply immersive solo gaming experience. In the 11th position is Harakiri Blades of Honor, published by Synergic Games. It's a cooperative adventure game set in a dark fantasy feudal Japan, offering a rich solo experience. In the game, you embody a hero on a quest to overthrow the tyrannical shogun and his demonic allies. The game combines exploration, tactical combat, and narrative-driven decision-making along the way. As a solo player, you control multiple heroes, each with unique abilities and skills, navigating through modular boards that represent various regions of Japan. The game features a day and night cycle influencing the events and encounters, and a dynamic AI system that governs enemy behavior, ensuring challenged and varied gameplay. With a branching storyline and multiple endings, your choices have significant consequences which enhance the replayability of the game. The game has detailed miniatures, immersive artwork that further enrich the experience overall. It's certainly one to keep an eye on.
Hello everybody, I am Serenity Robin Smith, and this is my dad.
They have no idea who I
am.
Just joking.
You might have seen him in other videos.
Yeah, maybe.
Today, we're going to learn about my top 4 favorite games, my top 3 favorite games of the year.
It's true.
Let's
Do you want
start.
to start with number 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Start with number 3. These are games that you played like throughout the year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do we got here? What's this one? I'll move out of the way so you can take center stage.
This is Super Mario Chess.
Looks pretty cool.
And when you set it up, it kind of looks like this.
Yeah.
Some people get to be the good guys. Some people get to be the bad guys.
This one's been a lot of fun. We played this quite a bit at nighttime.
Yeah, because when we play this, it's a really long game.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody surrounds the king, it's called checkmate.
Mm-hmm.
But Peach looks kind of weird in this one.
Really?
Yeah, because
Oh yeah, she does look kind of weird.
Yeah, remember?
Yeah, it doesn't look exactly like her in games.
See,
it's because her
she
eyes
looks
are smaller. I don't know what it is. Something.
Yeah, it's probably because her eyes are smaller. But
anyway, this is your number 3, right?
Yeah, it's my.
Do you want to do your number 2?
It's my top 3rd.
Oh my goodness! I'm just opening it up. I want to play it so bad. I'm just ripping the lid off. Okay, next one is
Ticket to Ride. Ticket to Ride. We got the trains for it. They're really new. The other ones are junk. But this one, when you set it up, it should look like this, and it can be 2 to 4 players. It's ages 6 or more.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, no babies are allowed to touch it because plastic can be a really dangerous thing.
And then oh, sorry, go ahead.
Because, see these trains? These trains look horrible. The ones we got look like real trains.
So you're referring to, and I keep forgetting what it's called. It's either the 10th or 20th anniversary train. So there was some kind of set that was released this year for Ticket to Ride that basically gave the trains like a facelift, and you can use them in any other game. So in this one, for Ticket to Ride First Journey, they aren't really all that great. Like they're actually probably worse looking than the ones that come in the regular Ticket to Ride games. But the new trains are much better, right? I think.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Right? These ones are just painted. The other ones are like real man-made.
Yeah, I have the trains downstairs in the basement. Otherwise, I'd show you guys. But you can look them up. They come in individual. Like you can get a blue pack, red pack. You get all the different colors, but you buy them in individual packs. And I got them because I wanted you to have more fun playing Ticket to Ride, because these plastic ones were not as exciting. Yeah.
Because they're junk.
So, do you want to do your best game of this year? The one that you like the most?
The best.
All right. Here it is.
Core Quest. Core Quest is a real kid game. And also, just a warning, it's not for ages 3 under 3.
Like 0 to 3, you're not.
Yeah. You can't play. Cause you could swallow a dice. You can there's all kinds of dangerous things in here for babies.
What do you like about this one the most? Like when you're playing it, do you like exploring the dungeons?
I like
treasure?
I like getting the treasure because like when you get the treasure chest, it means like horror and
You
like
also, you know, when
consequences.
you also remember when we did, or you found, like, you know how they put those tiles aside and you're supposed to try and find certain tiles as you go through the game that kind of progress the story a little bit. Remember you'd find them and how excited you would get when you found them. You're like, oh, we found the bed or something weird that was like part of the story. That was pretty fun because like the way that they stage the game is they have certain tiles that you like will eventually get to that will actually kind of push the story forward essentially.
And also the secret about this game is that it's a real kid game.
That's right.
And actually it's made by a real kid and her father. It's created by Clara and Dawn, made by you, which is pretty cool because this game is only, you can play like six players, and it only takes 45 minutes to solve the riddles. And what I like most about this one is this is like a bright eye game. Bright eye games are like my favorite.
Yeah, I hope they actually come out with more. And if they do have more, and I don't know about them,
We're going to buy them all.
Well, speaking of buying more games from them, there's actually something else you wanted to show, I think, right?
Speaking of more, we have another one.
And we haven't dove into this one yet. We haven't actually like started to use it yet, but that's because we still have to get through the base game that we just showed you. So soon we'll eventually get through this one. It adds all kinds of new stuff, right?
Yeah, new characters, new monsters, new riddles to solve, new dungeons, all kinds of stuff.
I think we played the first, like the core game, and we liked it so much. I was like, let's get the expansion so we have it at least, because it's kind of hard to find sometimes. Some of these expansions, they disappear. Like they'll sell out, and then you can't.
Speaking of us expansions, Keep On Questing requires the Core Quest based game to play, corequest.com. It's actually really cool because like Keep On Questing, and there's all of the characters, and also it's a bright eye game. It's also.
No, go ahead. I got something else I'm gonna grab.
And also, it's 45 minutes long, just like the other one we played. And I just wanted to tell you that this game is all about, like, it's not about winning. It's about trying your best. And speaking of trying your best...
I thought of a different one because we played this one the other day and we lost really bad. We actually got all beat up.
Yeah.
But it's one that like, so when I first started the channel, I don't know if you know this, but when I first started the channel, I played Lord of the Rings, the living card game, Mage Knight, and Zombicide. Those are my 3 first games I ever played. That's why I kind of fell in love with playing games solo. I still love playing games with other people, which is why I like playing games with you. But the reason I like solo games was games like Zombicide and Mage Knight and Lord of the Rings card game. So when they came out with a Batman-inspired Deceased game that was based on Zombicide, this was one I knew we had to pick up for us to play because I was like, look how compact that is. I mean, how many Zombicide games can you get that are this small? There's only a handful of them around. I think Marvel Zombies has one iteration that's small like that too, but now I've moved it into the box, and so it's all meshed together, and it takes 50 years to pull out. But this is nice. Having like a small box, I could take this anywhere and set up is super handy, and it's Batman.
And when you and last time we played this, we lost because when we got the bystander, it was too late. The bystander turned into a zombie, which is kind of funny. Yeah, it was because like there was like 6,000 zombies in the room.
Oh yeah, it was bad. And then like I think so like we like almost goofed up on the rules, but we already lost because Robin got knocked out. And we thought we could keep going. But the game said on that first mission that if any hero goes down, you lose. Robin went down. We lost him. And then like literally 2 seconds later, we flipped over the deceased card. Or sorry, the bystander card. And we're like, oh, we can't even win anyway because the bystander turned into a zombie. So it was like double failure.
Which was the funniest thing ever.
Like if we had have actually gotten there...
Because the other bystander got killed by the other zombies because they bit him and it was too late. And same thing for the other one.
Yeah, well, the first bystander that we ran into, you're right. He like spawned, and then like within a turn or two, he was gone. Like we couldn't even rescue him fast enough.
Because Batgirl right here, Batwoman, just knocked him out.
Oh yeah, that's so. Yeah, Batgirl is on our team, and I think was it Catwoman?
Yeah, Catwoman. Catwoman.
Yeah. Or like the zombie version of Catwoman, I guess, was the one that like ripped him to shreds. But yeah, it's a fun game. We also had Joker come out. It's just nice because I'm a huge fan of Batman. It's my favorite of any of the superhero universes in general. So this was like a must buy. I'm also picking up everything from the crowdfunding campaign around this one as well. But
this is what it should look like on like everything. At least there's a 3 worst. So like we have these two. Mm-hmm. We knocked this one out. I knocked this one out. But then these two came out. Batwoman ripped the bystander to shreds. I think this is the one that we got, I think.
Yeah, that was one of them.
Yeah, that was one of them that we got. And then it was too late. But Catwoman, the other bystander, she ripped him to shreds. And this guy, we couldn't even beat him because he was like, he's the one who killed Robin.
Yeah, he destroyed Robin.
And, Dad, can you pull out a too late card?
Oh yeah. Well, there's a card. Yeah, no, that's a good point. She's just saying I should pull out a card that says too late on it. But then there is a card in the box. It would honestly, if I pulled this out right now, I'd probably drop it all over myself, and then there'd be 1,000 pieces everywhere. But you're right. There is a card in here that says like too late, and you flip it over as a bystander. It just basically says that bystander's a zombie, and you're
dead.
Like, well, that's good. That doesn't help.
But if you at least if you rescue one bystander, then you win.
Yeah, I think this one's really good. Like, in my opinion, if you're looking for a game over the Christmas season, whether it be the Marvel-based one that's this size that's retail released or this deceased one, I think these are great ones to bring to a family event and try to get people into Zombicide, because these are the kind of games that you can onboard somebody who has no idea as to what modern board gaming is like without burying them in 50,000 rules they have to learn. And usually the action of the game and the pace of it kind of keeps them interested, even if they're not heavy gamers in the first place.
Almost 1,000 people love Zombicide. Anyways, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yes.
And
I don't know if you saw Serenity's lights, but she's got the coolest necklace in the world. I tried to get some of myself, but they were all messed up, and I couldn't even. If I had to put them on, I would have just looked like I fell through a whole bunch of Christmas lights, or like a tree fell on top of me.
Anyways, what I was gonna say was, Christmas is not about getting presents and love and like saying, "Oh, the best part about Christmas is presents and eating food." It's actually about spending time with people that you love. And we want to spread the Christmas spirit all around. We want to spread hope, faith, joy, and peace around the world.
It's very true. Yep, and that's the best stuff about Christmas is that the presents and the food and all that other stuff is nice. That's all the nice stuff, but the stuff that matters is being with the people that you love, and also just
spending time with
and
your
also
family.
Disconnecting from the world, like in terms of like how busy everybody has to be all the time and all that stuff. So it's nice to just like gear down and like slow down and appreciate what you have.
When you say, "Oh man, I didn't get what I want for Christmas," it's okay. You can get it next year, or it can be hidden in one of your presents at the back of the Christmas tree.
You never know.
Never know if you're gonna get what you want. You just have to believe it.
Well, if anybody thought that Serenity's suggestions for her best games of the year, and again, these games they didn't come out this year, but these are the ones that she enjoyed the most this year in terms of what she played. Let us know in the comments down below if you have somebody that's in her age category. She's 7, so if you have a son or daughter that's in that age category that has games that they enjoy playing, you should let us know in the comments down below, because then we can have other games that we can check out and maybe play together going forward, right? Because we could always use more ideas as to what we should buy, right?
And
try to find.
And maybe we can find you on Rolling Solo, and all of those kind of apps.
Yeah, like I'm on YouTube, obviously, because that's where people are watching me right now. But I'm also on Discord, and that's a huge one. And then we also have a Facebook group, so we talk. We have all the people part of the community all talk in those areas. Yeah, you're right.
And a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We've now reached top 10 territory, and we start with S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the board game at number 10, published by Awakened Realms, is a solo cooperative survival adventure set in the Chernobyl exclusion zone. As a lone stalker, you navigate a zone crawler environment, confronting anomalies along the way, mutants and rival factions. The game features a narrative-driven campaign you'll go through, with each mission encapsulated in separate boxes for seamless progression. The core narrative is inspired by the S.T.A.L.K.E.R series, of course, like campfire stories and the immersive missions you'll find. Of course, if you're familiar with the PC game, the one original way back, and the one that recently released, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2. I'm actually playing S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 at the moment. You'll find yourself right at home in the universe here on the tabletop. The game has high quality miniatures, of course. It comes from Awakened Realms, but there's also another level of immersion from the terrain, which pops the game right off the table and makes you feel like you're actually a part of the missions as you go through them, which I really like. So it'll offer you a deep and atmospheric solo gaming experience, kind of blends your exploration, your strategy, and survival all in a unique world. In the 9th position on the list is Robinson Crusoe Adventures of the Cursed Island Collector's Edition, published by Awakened Realms. It's a cooperative adventure board game that offers a deeply engaging solo experience. In this game, you find yourself stranded on a desert island, tasked with surviving the harsh environment while striving to achieve various scenario-based objectives. The Collector's Edition enhances the experience with upgraded components, including detailed miniatures and a comprehensive companion app that streamlines the gameplay for you. As a solo player, you'll manage multiple characters, each with unique skills to gather resources, build shelter, and fend off dangers. The game is renowned for its challenging difficulty and immersive storytelling, with each decision carrying significant weight and consequences, as many are aware of. With multiple scenarios and a dynamic event system, Robinson Crusoe offers high replayability, ensuring that each solo adventure is unique and filled with tension. The Collector's Edition elevates the classic game, making it a must-have for solo board gaming enthusiasts seeking a rich and challenging experience. At number 8, we have Gloomhaven Buttons and Bugs, which is an adaptation of the acclaimed Gloomhaven series. In this compact version, you navigate a rich campaign facing challenges reminiscent of the original game, but on a much smaller scale. The game utilizes a streamlined system, allowing for quicker setup and playtime, which makes it ideal for solo sessions. Despite its reduced size, though, Buttons and Bugs retains the strategic depth and tactical decision-making that Gloomhaven is known for. The narrative-driven campaign offers a variety of scenarios, each presenting unique obstacles along the way and requiring careful planning to overcome. With its portable design and engaging gameplay, this game provides a satisfying solo experience for both newcomers and veterans of the Gloomhaven universe. Number 7 on the list belongs to Cthulhu Death May Die, Fear of the Unknown, published by Command Games. It's a cooperative game where you assume the role of an investigator, delving into the new horrors inspired by H.P. Lovecraft's mythos. The game introduces 6 fresh episodes for you and 2 elder boxes, each presenting unique challenges and modular rules. As a solo player, you'll navigate through the scenarios, confronting new insanities and monsters while striving to disrupt the cultist rituals and defeat formidable elder gods along the way. The streamlined mechanics and engaging narrative ensure a tense and immersive experience for you, with each decision potentially leading to madness or victory. The game's modular design offers high replayability, with various combinations of episodes and elder gods to mix and match, providing diverse challenges for you. This game is known to deliver a rich solo gaming experience, blending strategic depth with atmospheric horror. At number 6, we have Andromeda's Edge, published by Cardboard Alchemy, which is a strategic space-themed board game which is going to offer a great solo experience for you. In this game, you lead a unique faction seeking to build a new civilization on the edge of the galaxy. The game combines worker placement, resource management, and engine-building mechanics with upgradable starship workers and customizable space stations. As a solo player, you're going to navigate a modular board, gather resources, construct developments, and engage in tactical combat against an AI-controlled raider or raiders. The Escalation expansion introduces a solo play mode with multiple difficulties and AI opponents, enhancing replayability. The game's depth and variety ensure that each solo session presents new challenges for you and strategic opportunities, making this game a compelling choice for solo gamers. We've now reached top 5 territory, and we start off with Agamonia, and this is a fully cooperative board game that offers a very deep, immersive solo experience. It's set in a rich fantasy world. You assume the role of a hero navigating an expansive campaign comprising of over 30 unique scenarios with evolving maps. The game emphasizes challenging moral questions, with each decision influencing the unfolding narrative as you go along. A unique stamina system requires careful management, as stamina chips represent both your energy and your health, adding a layer of strategic depth as you go through. The companion app enhances the immersion with a professional voiceover and atmospheric soundscapes tailored for each scenario. So very immersive on that front. With over 100 hours of gameplay, this game provides a rich and replayable solo adventure, blending exploration, combat, narrative-driven decision-making, and meticulously crafted world for you to explore. At number 4, we have Primal: The Awakening, published by Reggie Games. It's a cooperative boss battler, and in this game, you assume the role of a hunter in a fantasy world, embarking on quests to battle colossal monsters. The gameplay centers on a card-driven combat system requiring strategic hand management to execute powerful combos and adapt to the unique behaviors of each monster all the way along as it reacts to you. As a solo player, you'll manage your hunter's abilities to craft equipment, to defeat foes, and make tactical decisions to overcome challenging encounters. The game has not only a campaign mode, but also has a hunt mode for standalone battles. There's lots to dig into with this one. We have now entered top 3 territory, and we start things off in the 3rd position with S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the board game, which is published by Contention Games. It is a cooperative deck-building adventure that translates the acclaimed video game into a tabletop experience, and it actually does it extremely well. It offers a great solo mode, and in this game, you select one of 4 unique characters, each with their distinct abilities and starting cards, and embark on a journey to ascend the spire. The gameplay involves strategic deck building, of course, where you acquire new cards, relics, potions, to enhance your deck, and combat effectiveness is key. Now, as a solo player, you'll navigate through procedurally generated encounters, making tactical decisions to defeat enemies and bosses while managing your health and resources. The board game faithfully captures the roguelike elements of the original, with each playthrough offering a unique set of challenges and requiring adaptability throughout. The solo experience is both challenging and rewarding, emphasizing strategic planning and careful resource management. With the deep strategic depth this game has and high replayability, it provides an engaging solo adventure for fans of deck building games. Highly recommended. The second best game of the year belongs to the 7th Citadel, published by Serious Pulp. It is a cooperative adventure exploration game that is going to immerse you in a very unique world. It's set in a post-apocalyptic medieval fantasy world, actually. You assume the role of a slave gardener who has escaped servitude, embarking on a quest to build a citadel and uncover the secrets of a dying world. The game utilizes a card-based exploration system, which, if you're familiar with Seventh Continent, has familiar connections, of course, allowing you to freely explore a vast and evolving landscape filled with mysteries and challenges and narrative encounters that you might come across. As a solo player, you're going to manage your character's skills, craft items, make critical decisions that influence the unfolding story. The game emphasizes survival and resource management, requiring careful planning and adaptability to overcome the various threats you encounter. With its branching storylines and modular terrain, the 7th Citadel offers high replayability, ensuring that each solo adventure you go on is unique and engaging. The top solo game of 2024, as voted on by the Rolling Solo board game community, is Tainted Grail: Kings of Ruin, published by Awakened Realms. This is a cooperative, narrative-driven board game. You're going to be inside of a dark and reimagined world where you assume the role of a hero embarking on a very perilous journey to confront the Kings of Ruin. Now, the game is going to combine exploration, survival, story-rich encounters, with each decision influencing the unfolding narrative you're moving through. As a solo player, you're going to manage your character's attributes, you're going to develop your skills, you're going to navigate branching storylines filled with lots of moral dilemmas and also challenging adversaries that are going to pop up in your path. The game's modular map and dynamic event system is going to ensure high replayability throughout, and with each playthrough presenting unique challenges and outcomes, it'll be certainly something you could come back to and see side paths on. Now, this game does provide a rewarding solo experience from the fact it blends strategic depth, immersive storytelling, and a richly detailed world to dive into, so you can really get lost in this one. And that, my friends, is going to do it for the top 20 solo games from 2024 by the Rolling Solo board game community. And having Serenity along for the ride in this video was a lot of fun. I really hope that one of these 20 games, if not more, are of interest to you. But I also want to say a big thank you for all the support that I've had over the course of the entire year, seeing all your guys' comments in my videos about how much you're enjoying what I'm doing, and also just thoughts around what I could do in the future. I love hearing all that kind of stuff. So if you want, in the comments down below, if you want to put your top 10 or top 5 solo games for you of the year so other gamers can find the ones that you think are the best, that would be awesome. Now, Serenity's right here, and I brought her in a second time because I haven't had her on video very often, and having her earlier in this video was really cool. So I just wanted to have her come and just say a couple quick things, maybe like a closing statement before Christmas or something like that. But what do you want to say, Seren?
We've been playing a lot of games. We just thank you for watching our videos, and we hope you have a Merry Christmas.
Exactly it. Yeah. And we hope everybody has like a really good Christmas and holidays with their family, friends, loved ones. Thank you guys again so much. We'll see you guys in the new year. You might see some videos. I might do a couple more top X videos before the end of the year. But at the same time, I think I'll be probably taking a big pause up until probably New Year's just to kind of give myself a couple weeks to recoup and spend time with Serenity and my son Emmett and my wife. So I want to be able to do that without any distractions. And we're going to play lots of games together probably over that time frame, which I'm excited about. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, keep on rolling solo.